Hello everyone, welcome to another beginner to advanced Excel tutorial on Slidescope. In the previous example, we learnt about correlation and regression analysis in Excel with examples, and there we saw the use of Data Analysis ToolPak in Excel. This is a dedicated video of use of Data Analysis ToolPak in Excel. So the Data Analysis ToolPak in Excel is a powerful tool for performing various statistical analysis quickly and efficiently. And below are given some examples of how to use this tool pack for different type of analysis along with step-by-step instructions. So the first thing that we can do with data analysis tool pack is descriptive statistics. So the use case is summarize data with metrics like mean, median, standard deviation and range. So first we will copy this data. So here we have saved the data as DA tool pack, and here we have month and sales. Okay, now in this part go to data and data analysis, where select descriptive statistics and click OK. Before doing that, in the previous example we explained this step. So what you have to do is go to file, more, and options. In options, click on add-ins, and from here manage Excel add-ins. The add-in that we want to use is analysis toolpak. Okay, click go, and from here enable the analysis toolpak. Make sure that this is checked. When this is checked, when you will go to data, from where you will go to data analysis tab. So here you will see various analysis tools. Okay, and in this example, we are going to use descriptive statistics. When you will choose it will ask you to select the input range. Okay, in the input range, we have to select B2 to B5 or the sales value in this given example. But in your case, you can select any other numerical data. So we are going to select this. If you have used the header also, then use labels in first row. Otherwise, just ignore it. And where do you want the output? So you can select the output range also. Like from here, you can select the output range. Okay. And then click OK. And it is giving you, please select at least one statistical example. So for that, just select the summary statistics. Click OK, and now you can see in the data range that we selected, we have the complete summary of the data. In the summary, you can see we have mean of sales, standard error of sales, median value of sales. Mode is not available here because we have only 4 samples here. The standard deviations in sales, sample variance, kurtosis, skewness, range, minimum value, maximum value, sum of all values, and count of all values. So we have done it on a very small example, but this is something that you can do or apply on any example. Make sure that you are selecting the range properly. So in data analysis toolpak, the next thing that we have to analyze is correlation. We also did something similar in the previous part by using the formula of correlation. But here we are going to use the data analysis toolpak for doing the same thing. So for that, just go to data, and inside data go to data analysis tab that we enabled, and from here select correlation. In correlation, select the input range. So we will select the input range and we will select both columns. Okay, hit enter. When we have selected both columns, here what we are going to do, we will select labels in first row because we have selected labels also, and our output range is this. Okay, D G. So output range is from D to G4, D1 to G4. Click OK, and now you will see an output like this. Okay, so advertising with sales 1 sales 1, that means there is a positive, strong positive correlation. So here we selected from A2 to B5 for advertising and sales. Label in the first row if we selected headers also. Now since we selected headers, we are receiving a strong correlation coefficient value 0.99, which indicates a positive correlation. Then we will also test t-test, that means two sample assuming equal variance. Okay, compare the means of two data sets. So let's say we have sales data for two regions. Okay, so there are two regions and we will rename it to t-test, and here we will simply paste the region A and region B data. Now what we have to do, we have to go to data analysis and select two sample assuming equal variance. Okay, and click OK. And in the variable 1 range, we will select A2 to A5 for region A, and in variable 2 range, we will select B2 to B5. So let's see. So in data, go to data analysis, and from here we have different t-test. Okay, so here we are selecting two sample assuming equal variances. Okay, so two sample assuming equal variances, click OK. And here we have variable 1 range and variable 2 range. In variable 1 range we will select this, hit enter. In variable 2 range we will select this, hit enter. So we have selected the two variables, and we can also select output range. So in output range we will select from here to here, click enter. Obviously this time we have not selected labels. So input the hypothesize mean difference, example 0, and click OK. Okay, what is your hypothesized mean difference according to you? So you can enter something like 0, click OK. Now you have the entire output for you. Okay, here you can see mean of variable 1 is 6500, mean of variable 2 is also 6500, but variance here is this value. In this case variance is this value. In both cases we have four observations. This is the pool variance, and hypothesis mean difference as we selected 0, and t stat is also 0. Okay, so this is a simple method of using the t-test to sample assuming equal variances. Now if you want to understand further like what are these metrics and everything, so I will simply leave description of this t-test to sample mean difference in the description of video also. So here we have explained the same example, like we input the data variable 1 and variable 2, and Excel will generate the result similar to this. Okay, and here is the meaning of each value, like mean is 6500 for both variables, variance is this. This measures the spread of data in each sample. Variable 1 has a higher variance, and the variable 2, meaning its data points are more spread out from the mean. Observations are 4 for each. Then there is a pool variance, a weighted average of the variances of the two samples calculated under the assumption that both populations have equal variances. It combines the information from both samples to estimate the variance. Then hypothesized means difference, the assumed difference between the means of the two samples. A value of 0 means the test is checking whether the mean of the two samples are equal. Then we have degree of freedom, df is equal to 6. The degree of freedom for the test calculated as df is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2 is equal to 4 plus 4 minus 2 is equal to 6. Okay, and df is equal to n1 plus n2 minus 2. Obviously it is, the value is 6 as we can see, and this is used to determine the critical t value. T is stat, the calculated t statistics, which measures the difference between the sample means relative to the variability in samples. Since both sample means are identical, t statistic is 0, which is the main thing that we are trying to find out. Again, you will get the complete list here. From there you can read entire analysis, but this simple example shows you how to perform this text. Okay, similarly we can also perform ANOVA. which is analysis variance between multiple groups. Okay, so example is given like this. First, let's copy the example, and from here let's create another thing and rename ANOVA. Okay, here we will simply paste this file where we have three classes. One is class 1, class 2 and class 3. In the same way as we were doing, we will use ANOVA single factor. Okay, and we will input the range from A1 to C5 and check the labels if the row contains header. Output will be F statistics and P value to test if there is a significant difference between the groups. Okay, so we will simply go to data analysis, and from here we will use ANOVA single factor. Okay, when you will select that, it will ask you to select the input range. You will select from A2 to C5 here, hit enter, grouped by columns we will say, and here your input range is given. Now alpha value will keep at 0.05. Output range is something that we will select because here our output will appear. Click OK, and now you have the ANOVA. Okay, so this is showing you in column 1 we have 4 count, sum of value is 325, their average is 81.25, and the variance is 122.91. In column 2 variance is very low. In column 3 the variance is same as column 2, and their average are almost similar, but obviously highest in column 3, and their sum, sorry, and average is highest in column 3. ANOVA for analysis of variance, here are the values, the SS value, the DF value, which we explained in previous examples also, the MS value, the F value, P value and F critical value. Okay, and within groups it is 506.25. Between groups the SS value is 116.67. Okay, so in the similar way as we performed ANOVA single factor analysis or t-test and got the report, we will also perform moving average analysis, where the use case is it will be used for a smooth time series data to identify trends. So let's say you have a monthly data like this, and we will rename it to moving average. We are just showing different examples so that you can understand where what kind of analysis will be important. Obviously, some basic knowledge of statistics will be needed to understand all of this. But suppose you are asked to perform this task and you already know about this, then the main purpose is how to do this in Excel is the more concept here. So we will go to moving average and click OK simply, and here the input range will be this sales value only because we want to find out moving average for sales. And in the interval you can use an example like for a 2-month moving average, okay, or a 3-month moving average. Here we have only 4 values, so we will select 2-month moving average only, and there you can specify the output range for the results and click OK. And for example, here we have 5, 6, 7 and 8,000 sales for respective months. In your smoothed value, for you will get a smoothed value for sales over time. So let's do this. Simply go to data analysis, and from here select moving average, and in the input range select the input range, hit enter. In interval we will select 2-month interval to get the smooth value. In output range we will select this, whatever it feels, it will show the output there. You can also select chart output. Okay, so this way you are getting your moving average for 2-month interval, and this is the actual value and this is the forecast value. Okay, so you can name it anything like moving average and for 2-month period. So this is something that you can do. Next is rank and percentile. So this is used for calculating rank data and calculating percentiles. So let's say you have test scores of students. There are four students and we have their test scores. So we will simply select this and we will simply call it rank percentile. Okay, we will call it rank and percentile. In rank and percentile, again, what you have to do here, you simply have to select the range B2 to B5 because this is the score of students. Okay, and each value's rank and percentile within the data set will be given to you. Let's say you have 100 students, so every student based on his or her score will receive a rank. Okay, and in this example you will see that rank. So here we will simply copy the data. So again go to data analysis and from here we will go to rank and see rank and percentile. In rank and percentile we will select the values, and to be honest this is the this data analysis tool pack is the most interesting and valuable feature of Excel for data analysis. In output range we will simply select this where we want to display the rank and percentile, and let's click OK. So here you can see column 1, 95, 90, 85, 75. It has arranged the columns like this, and from here it has selected the point like 2, 4, 1, 3. For example, point 1 has a score of 85. So from here you can get that point value and their rank. Okay, so based on this you can join them, and you can simply say like 2 is B, 4 is D, and so on. So obviously we are doing it manually, but you can do it uh, you know with the help of simple joining them also. So this is and joining tables and everything like that we have already discussed so far. The percentile is 100 percentile for this candidate because this candidate scored the highest number of marks, and based on the data this candidate who has got 90 is at 66.6 percentile, person who got 85 is at 33.33 percentile, and who got lowest marks is at 0 percentile. Okay, so this way you can simply get the rank and percentile of students on the basis of the data that you have. So this is a simple example, and with the help of these examples you can understand the use of data analysis tool pack in Excel. So this is just an overview. You can use it on real data and get more detailed insights on real data.